Alright, I am going back to Lake Lavon on a windy day. I wanted to try out my new EX 123 by Bonafide, the sit-in kayak, and see how it was versus the sit-on-top kayak that I have as well. And it performed amazingly. The first attempt, I almost didn't go at all, so I didn't bring anything except my life jacket and my paddle. And then I decided to go back and get the rest of my gear because it was such an amazing, smooth ride. I felt no sense that I was going to flip or anything. It was just a super smooth ride. And went back up, got my stuff, and when I got back in the kayak, I did get quite a bit more water in it the second time. That was the only challenge that I had. But again, that's to be expected in such conditions. So that's why I always recommend bringing a bilge pump and maybe a small sponge. The sponge will help get the little bits of water out, and the bilge pump will get the majority of it out. It worked out well. This was an amazing trip. I was super impressed with how this kayak handled. I only was a little nervous when I turned the kayak around and had the waves at my back because it kind of pushed the kayak sideways. But eventually, once you get the rhythm and get a little more comfortable, it worked out fine. And I got very used to it. I didn't get complacent, but I did get used to how the waves were moving. So I think the biggest reason I got a red life jacket is visibility. The same thing happened with the kayak and the paddle. Now everything's red, but it's a better life jacket for longer trips. It's got a high back so it doesn't protrude into your seat. Now this is a 12-foot kayak versus the 10-foot Tamarack that I had sit on top. It made a huge difference going over the waves. It was like nothing. This one also has a very adjustable seat, so it's easy to feel comfortable when you're in it. One thing I did was think that this was a lot shallower, and I pretty much went for a swim. No biggie. Again, a little bit of water left over in the kayak. There is a plug at the very front of it. Just tip it over and the water comes out. If you have any tips or suggestions on how to make a better video, again, I've only made a few, please let me know. I would really enjoy anything that can help me be better for you. Thank you again for watching, and I appreciate the feedback.